On the road again, and this time we're heading east to the Fundy National Park in New Brunswick. We left early to avoid the notorious morning rush on Highway 401. Welcome to our escapades. Ursula is the navigator, my name is Dieter, and I'm the wheelman. 8 hours later we entered Quebec. We drove all day and spent the night in Trois-Rivières. This is between Montreal and Quebec City. Day 2, at 1:30 in the afternoon, we entered New Brunswick. One minute later, it started to rain. Our first stop in New Brunswick was in Grand Falls. We parked the trailer in the nearby campground and had a late lunch at Pizza Boy. A most interesting place, with a handcrafted train, truck and tractor. We started with a vegetable soup. It was very tasty with big chunks of vegetables. The pizza was loaded, and now we are ready to explore the falls. We first visited the Malabine Center. The statue honors Malabine, who saved her tribe from attackers. She led the foe's canoes over the falls, and her heroic story lives on forever. The water from the St. John River is diverted to the generating station, and now the river carries very little water and is therefore less of a spectacle. The bridge downstream is the 4th bridge that was built here. We still see the remains of the first 3. The first bridge collapsed 2 weeks after completion in 1858. The second bridge was completed in 1860 and was replaced with a steel bridge in 1914. This bridge lasted 59 years, and the one we see today took its place. We found this abandoned building along the rail trail. The track is now a walk and bike path and is part of an extended rail trail network here in New Brunswick. It is now 7 and we are running out of daylight. We are driving down Broadway in Grand Falls. Our camping trailer is not yet set up for the night. We are at Eagle Falls Campground. A very nice place with all the hookups for the camper. Our site was overlooking the St. John's River. We tagged this place and we will be back next time when we're in the area. Yes, it is that time of the year. Geese are on the move. We could hear them until we fell asleep. Day 3. It started with heavy fog. And more geese. Smaller gaggles assembled on the water. A gaggle is a group of geese. We left the campground just after 8 and navigated in the fog back to Highway 2. The fog was dissipating fast when we crossed the Aroostook River. Along the way, we saw a spider's home and a home for sale. Both seemed to be vacated. Shortly after, we stopped at an abandoned train bridge. It is part of the rail trail network, like the last one. Later in Florenceville, Bristol, we found more bridges. We stopped at the Bristol-Shogomok railway site. The next bridge is not a train bridge. The old Florenceville Bridge has one covered wood section and 4 steel truss sections. The Hartland covered bridge is the world's longest covered bridge and spans the St. John River. The bridge was completed in 1901 and is 391 meters long. The piers are concrete and the trusses are wood. The Hugh John Fleming Bridge is upstream and is part of Highway 130. It was completed in 1960. Wikipedia shows the length as 1,525 meters. There are 7 spans and the longest is 83 meters. It is very likely that the actual length is 1,525 feet, which is 465 meters. No more bridges, and time to visit the world's largest axe in Nackavic. Sorry, I was incorrect. We had to cross another bridge to get to King's Landing. It is a history museum with buildings and crafts from 1820 to 1920.
First sewing machine for made in 1851.
Cool.
Good saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
The craftspeople are present to show their trade. A spectacular time travel, and it includes the King's Head pub. But first we had to tend the calves. Then we had to gossip about the most wanted.
This one's a horse thief.
Oh, horse thief. What was usually the penalty for horse thief? Like in the movies you always see hanging.
Well, in the West, on the frontiers, yes, they would likely hang you for stealing a horse.
Okay.
But in New Brunswick in the 19th century, likely a prison sentence or a fine.
And finally, we made our way past the sawmill to the King's Head pub.
And I do sell things like cookies too, if you're interested, or just get the cookies are made here. All I have are the double chocolate, and I also have little oatmeal muffins in them. I have one, and they're made here.
You want an oatmeal muffin?
Absolutely. Please, yes.
They're not real big, but.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay. See?
On our last loop, we talked about the amazing craftsmanship of the horse and nutcracker. Then we were reminded that they are closing for the day. We missed the last ride back to the entrance. Well, it was totally worth it, and the 1.5 hours we spent there was just not enough time. Next time, we'll be there when they open doors in the morning. From here on, it was hectic. The Big Stop restaurant had a big lineup, and we still had 100 kilometers to go. We found another place where we had dinner and arrived at Fundy National Park in the dark. By 10:30, we were mostly set up and ready to call it a day. We did a fine job last night. The trailer is on the correct site and leveled. So, let the Fundy adventures begin. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you out there.